All right, welcome back. And I want to start this episode off by inviting you guys to the SlamFest that we've been preparing for quite a while. We're going to do it tomorrow on the hardcore servers. It's going to be a public game in normal mode, just called YoutubeSlamFest. So if you've got stuff you want to slam, bring it on by. We can slam it, put it into the YouTube video, just have some fun with it. So open invite to anybody who somehow sees this video before tomorrow at noon Central Time. That'll be the time for the SlamFest. So we have over 200 World Stone shards and a ton of gear that we've just been sitting on, and it is time to do the SlamFest. So either the gear is going to get better or it's going to brick and clear up some inventory space, but my stash base is at an absolute maximum. I need to do the SlamFest and the account needs it. So the gear, 200 slams, we're going to find some stuff that improves it. The assassin, we definitely hope is going to have enough improvements in the gear that she can take on Diablo clones. So in the account, we've got 2 sets of keys to run, so we're going to have 2 more torches. Hopefully we get an assassin one. That'd be a huge upgrade for the Diablo clone attempts. And then we already have, I think, 4 Uber Ancients summons for the sigils. So we'll take on the Uber Tristram, the Uber Ancients, and then I found some Pez last night too, so we can do 5 Diablo clones, get everybody in Ani, and really get this account going. So where we're at right now, the Sorceress is on her quest to hit level 93. So we've been doing some mapping, and 93 is important because it's the earliest level that you can craft amulets and guarantee that they're going to be 2 skill to the class amulets. And then the next step would be to get a paladin up and running so we can do some Lucian and get some really nice desecrations, for everybody. So that is next on the horizon. We have 10 demonic insignias at this point and no flesh of Malik. So the goal is to get the Amazon through hell mode. And by the way, she's like a level 85 and has not done a single quest in hell mode yet. So we've just been doing a really good job clearing hell cows when they're corrupted. Act 1 corruption zones where she's got a waypoint to get there. So she's been gaining levels and, helping the squad all the way around with some World Stone shards. We have more talismans than we probably need at this point, but she also found the Chom rune, which I unfortunately filmed in the incorrect folder on the software. Couldn't find the film anywhere. Filmed, posted the Amazon's content without including her first couple of hell cows when she was just starting out. And at the end of that, she found a Chom rune in there. So that's how we got it. I did find those videos eventually and then misunderstood how the software works again and ended up deleting those videos before I downloaded the exports and then deleted the project folder and they're gone forever. So that's how we got the Chom rune. Kind of is what it is. But this episode is going to be kind of extra long. We've got a lot to show, and I was at a crossroads thinking, this would typically be enough content for 3 or 4 episodes, and I can't wait any longer. I need to get to the SlamFest. I need to, just not waste time, and I finally have another week coming up where I can put some work in and play a little bit. So we found Trangul's armor. I can't remember exactly, but I do know we have a full set of Tranguls at this point, and a Necro is definitely gonna be on the horizon. I guess this is a good time to explain. I'm gonna have 7 characters as we get up. I'm gonna have 1 of each class, and they're going to be assigned to a specific task. And a good way to visualize this is to look at the currency tab see all the ingredients for the Uber bosses and things like that. And every character is going to have like a specific task. So the Sorceress is level 93. There's really no reason for her to gain any more levels. They become very difficult to obtain on solo self-found, like the experience itself. So there's not a lot to gain of just like pushing the Sorceress through and going for like level 95 or something. Like, somebody else should be doing that map. She's going too slowly, and I want to repurpose her to become like an immortal sorceress type, where we're using energy shield. We've got a ton of tank stats. We are looking to absolutely probably have an MF swap, so we can do Mephisto Diablo runs where we're hunting Pez, the Primeval Souls, or essences. I do want to be able to flip and flop back builds, and I think the Amazon is going to have a lightning build and a cold build that both, should do the maps really well. But the Amazon is going to be our mapper. That's my plan for her. She's going to start in the Flagathron, whatever map that is. We do need a bunch of Flesh and Maliks, and she's going to be kitted to just be killing demons in Flagathon. But every character is going to be specialized. All the gear is going to be exactly to whatever purpose they're assigned to. The assassin is going to be assigned to Diablo clone. Like, her entire gear set is going to be Diablo clone. She might have to switch to a mapping build before she just gets shut down into Diablo clone, just for ease of leveling. I'd like her to be around level 91, something around there. And then we can get to just doing Diablo clone tier 0 probably. But the next character that we're bringing up is going to be the Paladin. Little revenge for the death of the Paladin to start, but he's going to be doing Lucian and likely Rathma as well. So we're going to have... I saw a nice Vengeance build on Dark Humility's YouTube page, and we do need to find a lightsaber, but if we find a lightsaber and a Herald of Sakura and HOZ, we should be good to go. So I am spending some time talking about what we're doing for the accounts, and then I'll narrate some of the gameplay here, but we also want to bring up the Druid and bring up the Necromancer and probably wait on the Barbarian, which is a little weird. We actually have full Immortal King set now and a Barbarian Torch, so I don't want to wait on anybody. That's going to be one of the next things I do, is start bringing the rest of the characters up and play. I've been waiting on that too because they're all level 1 and their stashes are stuffed with all of what they'll need, based on their class. So I do need to get through the SlamFest for even leveling the alts because they need the inventory space. I'm sitting on a ton of Sigins. I think that'll be kind of fun, but we're going to slam all the Sigins, and at level 6 these guys are going to be like indestructible. So just want to protect the stash a little bit, and I've been collecting even like low level charms. These guys should be kitted out. So those guys are coming up, and that's why Barbarian will probably be last, but he won't be too far behind. That was a really nice break into something that might be useful for Rathma, so keep your eyes on that. And the Warlord's Trust. I think I'm going to favor items that have a ton of sockets. I've been collecting a bunch of jewels as well, and they're all different required levels, and I think we'll find some fun items and get to, really just twink out these guys as we level. One of the things we certainly will do is take advantage of just how powerful the Amazon was able to do what she did. She leveled with no problem hasn't even gone through hell mode, and that's because she's just poison. Poison builds destroy cows, and they're very, very cheap to get online, and a lot of classes do have a poison build that's totally viable. So the druid is likely to level as like a feral rage shapeshifter, just because it's super fast to go through normal and nightmare, and then when nightmare's complete, he'll go to rabies and just take advantage of the hell cows when they get corrupted. So when I play, you know, I'm in a Discord, I get the notifications when the zones are going to be corrupted, so somebody should be in line to handle the Arcane Sanctuary corrupted zones. Someone should be in line to handle the cow level zones, and if someone's just in Act 1 and cow level, they can get to level 85 without really doing too much. And Act 1 is, you know, the tutorial act in a lot of ways. So the monsters aren't that difficult. The damage types aren't that bad. You can get through Act 1 without having the same type of gear you need for the hell mode clear. You saw we got shut down by the server there on our first corrupted our World Zone Shards event, where the event brings the new boss into the zone and you get rewarded with World Zone Shards when you kill them. That's a nice small charm, 3 to max, and a couple other good stats on it. So we talked about how poison builds are just kind of overpowered, and you get rewarded heavily. We got a charm rune, and let me get back to that, but this was the first time we got the new map event. I thought this was really cool. This is new in Season 13 from the developers, and these guys seem to drop some pretty good loot. That was our very first kill on the PvP map event. We got a steel carapace, and could have been +2 to skills, but that still will probably find a use on the mercenary. And we got an Andariel's Visage, so the poison builds are going to get even stronger. These guys, I would say, take them seriously, try to split them. They didn't seem to be messing me up too bad, but they do a decent amount of damage, and at this point, I was pretty geared as far as this character is concerned. And they weren't much of an issue. The Necromancer, I'd say, is a little bit tougher. You gotta focus your damage on the Necromancer and make sure you're not just getting distracted trying to kill all of the summons. He's just gonna resummon them. So, cannot be frozen, steel carapace, pretty good. Mercenary doesn't quite have enough strength to use it, so we'll never P-box that, ever. So we're just going to put one hole in it, put some more defense and the minus requirements in it, and that's a pretty good upgrade for the mercenary. A ton of more defense, and yeah, he's going to be pretty strong. We're gonna slam that Reaper's Toll. I think we have 2 non-ethereal backups. We're gonna slam them all, but we're really gonna see, you know, what lives, what doesn't, and what we can rely on for gear options going forward. I had an idea here too that the loot seemed to be really good off these guys, so it might be worth going back for a Magic Find set. So you'll see me go back and forth sometimes. That is me just making sure we're getting full value off of a boss that I think is more than likely to drop something good. You'll see what I mean here about the Necromancer. We split him from the Barb, but I mean, they weren't too bad. My mercenary is super tanky, so even the Barb is having trouble. So you see these ears are dropping? These are corruptions in a way. You can combine the ear and the cube, and it will add some affixes to the map. They seem pretty dangerous. It adds plus 200% density, so you're at least getting 3 times the amount of monsters in there, and I mean, that's pretty tough. So I think we'll save that. The reason I'm not going to use him now is I think the kill speed would be so slow. Like those maps would just take me a very long time. And we're going to have a limited supply. I think someone down the line is going to be just way more powerful and can handle those. And we can just kind of sit on them and collect them until then. In the Scovo Stronghold, this boss, the Incarnation, does a lot of damage. We were getting popped a bit here, and I thought maybe let's just go get some more fire resistance, maybe max fire. I don't know for sure, but a lot of those fire skills work at 50% physical, 50% fire, so I just guessed and slapped down the Verdungos, slapped down the Lava Gouts, and went back. I don't know. I'm not trying to like teach you guys how to play necessarily, but if you can learn like what's going on in the game and you're keeping gear that just lets you deal with that super easy. I don't know, a lot of hardcore is just about like mitigating the risk that you're taking and really having the game knowledge to understand, you know, how to mitigate it. So, okay. But yeah, we were on a quest for level 93. So we're at 44% so far. And we've just been grinding the tier 3 and tier 2 maps that still make sense for the Sorceress. She actually will be Meteor still, even when she switches to Energy Shield. Meteor is just like a very easy way to guarantee you've got a way to break monster immunities no matter what, even if it's not doing like a ton of damage when you respec into the Energy Shield synergies and that kind of stuff. So we'll be missing skill points in the synergies in Meteor. We're going to do less damage, but what she'll end up doing is flying around the tier 1 maps when we're kind of done running them as an account and look for map events. If we can find the PvP people, we're going to kill them, but we're not really going to kill anything in the map. We're just going to be flying around, probably trying to just kill the boss and get some PDEs. We'll need those for more bossing, so that's going to be her role. Yeah, she'll no longer be doing the magic find though. We're going to get, I think most likely, a necromancer. If we can get, you have to have some good gear for this, but if you can do a summon swap where you're doing like a pretty beefy revive build or something where you don't need to recast your summons a lot, you can go, you know, start in town, summon up your army with a huge amount of like plus summons skills, and then swap a lot of that out just for magic find, and your summons are still as beefy as if you were wearing the summons gear, but between what you're wearing and what the map is providing, I think we can do those maps at like 700 magic find, and that'd be our plan for like the necromancer. The druid is likely to just continue doing cows, probably even into like the tier 3 blood moons, and just stay rabies for a bit. We'll depending on who doesn't die, we'll try to do the bossing on like everybody. Swap to a build that can do it, maybe go Fury and just show that on the channel too. But this is the first time I feel like we're hitting our stride. Nothing's gonna slow us down after this SlamFest. And I think we're going to really start picking it up. We've done a lot of work on the Grail as well, and we're far enough into this video. I'm going to bore you a little bit on what's going on with the Grail. AI is great for a lot of things. I had it tracking the Grail drops though, and without it telling me, it lost track of that and then started hallucinating found items, removing items that were found. I mean, just the kind of issues that you get into, I guess, with AI. It's been very helpful creating like the thumbnails and stuff for the channel. Probably keep using it for that. But this is the second time we'll have to update the count for the Grail, and I will go through the rest of that in the SlamFest video as well. Give you guys an accurate count and show again, we need to find more items, but the total amount found was close enough. I mean, it was overinflated by a little bit, so we lose a little bit and we have to add more to what we find, but I'm feeling pretty confident. We haven't really done that much. Like, we're under 50 maps at this point, and you know, I have like 250,000 monster kills. Like, we're doing pretty good as far as I'm concerned, and I think the burden of the video editing and all of that is going to become a little bit easier because there's going to be less to report on. Like, everybody's going to be through hell mode doing their thing. There's just gonna be less firsts overall, less drops that, you know, are worth showing. And, you know, it's finally safe to subscribe to this channel. You're not gonna get to a point where we're uploading 3 videos a day like we started this, but I didn't really understand the undertaking that I was bringing upon myself, deciding to record the entire Holy Grail challenge. It's just a ton of actual video files and content, and I'm here, I'm doing it, I'm learning a lot. You can see I'm in a little circle here and trying to up my game, but the challenge itself is pretty hard, and the season is only 4 months long. We're like almost into the 7th week here, maybe we are, and I'm running out of time to think about like actually completing the Grail. So it's been a little give and take of, do I put more time and effort into the video editing, or do I get the gameplay in? So I'm trying to find a good blend of both, but I think we're accomplishing that in this video as well. Sometimes I'm gonna have to do a big video like this that's, you know, 45 minutes long and just catch up, because my schedule is such that if I don't do that, then I can't play on the 2 days that I have off, and the account goes nowhere and we don't finish the challenge. So here we go again, fighting these PvP things. Shout out to the developers, man. It's so cool to have this kind of stuff be added to the game. I hope that they're kind of getting people into PvP this way, thinking about it a little bit more, and starting to build that community in PD2. I know they had their first like sanctioned PvP event last season, and I didn't join. Not likely to join this season either, but it's something I'd consider going forward, and you know, I think that's quite cool. So I was a little ticked at myself. Another Archon plate dropped, and I didn't have my MF gear on. I'd like to get a Purgatory and start making a build. I'll show you guys. There's something cool you can do with Purgatory and an Assassin even, where you wear all ethereal magic find gear, and you're doing like just enough damage to have good clear speed, but you're sitting on like 400 or 500 magic finds. So that's another way. We got to pull out all the stops to get this done. So I think you'll even see the Barbarian doing a Hork build for Trav, and we'll try to maybe target farm some of the missing items by gambling. If you know, say we're down like 7 pieces or something like that, it is possible to just buy them. So maybe the Barbarian will find a ways to do that. We'll see. So the account's going good though. I mean, I think right after the SlamFest, we're trying Diablo Clone no matter what. I can't wait, and I think a lot of times I over-respect the tier 0 bosses. They're not as hard as I make them out to be sometimes. So earlier in the video, we made an obedience. I'm just trying to make some fun items for leveling, and someone might have to explain this to me, but I could not upgrade this paladin circlet. Finally gave up after like searching online, but it came close. The puzzle box hit, or the puzzle piece hit, but a poison resist slam, just like the anniversary shotgun, is just like kind of a kick in the face. So we had like a blend of tier 2 maps and tier 3 maps. We're finding stuff along the way, which has been true like no matter where we've been. Whether the assassin's in Arcane Sanctuary doing her thing there, or the Amazon is doing her thing, clearing corrupted and clearing cows, we've been finding pieces to the Grail, and like there hasn't been much dead space. Like I always feel like I need to go turn the camera on and, you know, record another find. So I don't think I've done this many corrupted zones in a season ever, maybe cumulatively. But I've been finding good stuff. Like here's a 40 Nagel. Hopefully that slams into more magic find. I've also been trying to, got an Executioner's Justice, just doing a corrupted zone. She's got like no magic find outside of the Geeds, and everybody's been contributing. But I hope that we get some good slams, and I have been saving magic find gear that is useful from like level 3, level 10. We do need to find all of the items, and some of them don't drop or are not likely to drop in the Pandemonium Citadel, and we kind of got to make good use of our playthroughs that are coming up here to try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get those done all at once. But before too long, we're gonna have a character that is good at doing every piece of the game. We're gonna have shards from the corrupted zones. We're gonna have Lucian materials. We're gonna have Rathma materials. We're gonna have Declone. We're gonna have Uber Tristram. We're gonna be mapping a lot. We're gonna get keys through the mapping events. Like, we're gonna have a lot of torches. We're gonna have, you know, I am not gonna have an issue going back to the red portals and farming those. Those have been great. We'll go get more insignias. We'll go slam a bunch of craft amulets. Like, I think that we are likely to get some pretty good gear, and everybody's gonna have a pretty good shot at clearing tier 0 for sure. Like on every class, every couple of builds, you know. And I don't see where we're gonna get snagged up, unless I, you know, rip a couple characters. I've got pretty high hopes for this. Getting all the tier 1 bosses, I think, is extremely doable. I've never done Rathma, so that will take a little bit of time to learn. I'm considering using my like softcore non-ladder assassin and just getting some reps in. So I'll probably do that. Just to give it a try. I don't have Pluggy. I don't really know how to use it. I've tried. I could try harder. People use it. They swear by it. So, but here are the Guardians of Fate. This is our first time getting the Catalyst shards in the event. And what these do is you can catalyze a map, and it will automatically have a map event. So hopefully we get a ton of these along the way, and the map events are super useful. Like, we haven't even gotten started. Like, the Sorceress has done maybe 60 maps, and 50 maps at this point. We've barely gotten started. We're going to be doing, we're going to have an update before too long where we're 200 maps into this, and the Amazon is actually cruising. Paladins have to go. we're gonna have some desecrations pretty soon. So I'm trying to stay excited. This is the first time I feel like we've really turned the corner on the account. I feel like I'm done with the intermediate part of the series, and we're going to be in the advanced section, and then we can close it out in the expert and really, you know, try to get it all done, including the Grail, which hopefully Geet is good to us. But the more maps we do, the more Geet events we get, and you know, that's going to do it. So I almost died there. It's not like we're not facing any danger, but with 7 characters, somebody's going to be really good at doing something, and everyone's going to be like in their sweet zones for everything that needs to get done. So nobody's going to be a square peg trying to get pushed into a round hole, doing mapping when they're wearing their declone gear, you know, stuff like that. So that piece of the puzzle is pretty much finished, and I think it's going to be fun to see what happens in the SlamFest. We really do have 200 World Stone shards, and we're just going to slam everything. It's either getting slammed, it is going to get bricked and sold to Charcy, and we're going to buy some amulets, or it's going to you know, turn into something we can use, or it's going to brick and we can just get rid of the inventory space and set up to, you know, do the rest of our farming. So the Sorceress is at the highest level she'll probably get to. You know, maybe 94 she'll cap out somewhere, but we aren't likely to do any more mapping with her. She's done her job, and she's just going to be that Uber driver that's really just pouring around, kind of getting Pez for us, and, you know, just kind of being effective. But she's done. We're not going to play her too much anymore, and we're going to lean in on the Amazon for what I'd call like speed mapping, and just carrying like 100 magic find, maybe 150. The Necromancer is going to be doing the big magic find. We're just doing kind of heavy density 700 magic find and taking our time a little bit. The Amazon will probably get a unique map if we ever get one. Have not got any unique map yet. Have not gotten a Flesh of Malak. It seems insane. Couldn't get a pull for the life of me, and now I get a pull every, you know, 3 maps, I feel like. But that's just the way it goes, and really I'm not frustrated with the drops. I'm still missing Tal Rasha's amulet, and we never got a replacement for the belt in the Tal Rasha set that I ripped. So that's a little annoying. The Paladin set is a little bit harder to find, so we're not really frustrated with that, but you know, he can do the bosses in different gear. He doesn't need that set. It's just, you know, with the really good corruptions, that set is great, but you know, who cares? We do have Immortal Kings, but we're still missing Natalia's weapon. That one, I'm going to be pretty happy when we find the claw. It's going to make a big difference for the assassin, and she's going to be immediately, oh, there's a pull rune, you know. Go figure. Couldn't find one forever for the hotel, but again, I'm not frustrated. We're doing really good. The other thing we're absolutely missing is another bear rune or 2. I mean, our first bear rune or 2 of them. We have 2 Sirs, so we can combine, but without the 2 bear runes, we cannot make an infinity, and we're quite limited into what we can do in our gear options. Like, I don't know exactly how it works. I have to look into it just a little bit, but infinity can break the immunities for the monsters far more frequently than a pus spitter can. If they're just over the immunity line, the lower resist can bring them back down, but there's a cap to it that I don't quite understand. But the Conviction Aura from Infinity is just much more reliable at breaking the immunities, and without it, we can't really get some builds online. So thanks for staying with me. You know, we've just been kind of showing off where we're getting to in the account, and you know, we're making big progress. Sorceress is almost level 93, and you know, she's not really facing too many issues, and we're eventually going to get all the stuff we need. So it would have been nice if that was Frozen Sorrow. But, you know, we'll see what we end up doing with the Amazon. I might need a little bit of your guys' help for how to build her. I've never really done in Amazon, but they seem pretty straightforward. She's got 2 options to go with lightning or cold. Hopefully we don't brick the Night Wings. We've got some other nice cold and lightning gear, so we'll see what bricks, we'll see what gives us sockets. I do have 3 rainbow facets that are fire. I was considering maybe letting the paladin use them to like level with, because I think I'm gonna do holy fire sack paladin to level with. But that seems a little insane, and the Sorceress is going to lose some damage. If we put those facets in the Sorceress gear, that could make up for it a little bit, and I think that's going to make more sense overall than kind of throwing them away just to do more damage in Nightmare mode. But yeah, the poison gear, those facets, that gear can kind of get shuffled around to whoever's in charge of doing poison duties at that point, which is essentially Hell Cows or Blood Moon. We have 5 Blood Moon, and we'll find some more, but we haven't like re-rolled any maps yet, so eventually we'll do that. The Sorceress is going to have a chance to rush and look for key events as well. But we'll probably get bored of that and maybe roll up some tier 2s into tier 3s, try to get lucky into Blood Moons, and also hopefully they re-roll into a unique map. So, you know, kind of see what happens. The Necro, I'd like to do normal and Nightmare as Poison Strike, just give that a try. And then, you know, he won't have to respec into the poison for Hell Cows, but eventually we'll go summons for the Necro. We've got gear for low level summoning, but we also have gear for low level poison strike, so it's just kind of a toss up on that one. We talked about the Druid, we talked about the Paladin. The Paladin will eventually go maybe Vengeance. I think I talked about Dark Humility's page. That guy was fighting tier 1 Lucian, just did not avoid any of the lightning, just ate it all. This is solo self-found hardcore. Didn't kill any of the portals and just ignored everything, took all of the damage, and had no problem doing that. So DPS meter set over 400k, probably because he has way too many ads out there because he's not killing the portals, but that build looks great. We're going to give it a try. Assassin's going Blade Sentinel. She'll probably take on Uber Tristram duties as well. Just some gear swaps between Deer Clone and that, and you know, she can handle all that. Are we missing any ingredients? I don't think so. I honestly think we're going to be really well put together, and yeah, I hope you guys join us for the SlamFest tomorrow. So I'll touch on that again right here. When I say we, it's just me. I wish I had someone helping me, but I'm just going to post up in a normal game tomorrow at noon, Chicago time, Central time. And if you want to come in and join, just hang out. I'm going to be filming it. It is going to be posted on YouTube. And if you want to come and slam some of your items you've been maybe scared to slam, happy to do that for you. And, you know, we'll see hopefully we get some really nice items. So you'll see my reactions to them filmed up on there, and I'm just looking to have some fun. So if you guys are around tomorrow, join me, and you'll see that it's just gonna be YouTubeSlamFest in a normal public hardcore ladder game. Can't say it enough. If you're all the way through this video, I appreciate you being here. I'm getting like 50 views per video at this point, you know. You guys, I appreciate the 1 or 2 guys that's clicking the like button and showing some love. And I'd appreciate if you guys commented a bit more as well. I am here. I will answer comments. I'll answer questions. I'm looking to grow the channel, but I've got no serious ambitions here. Just looking to document this journey. I'm hoping to actually get it done. And at a lot of points, it just has seemed like, this Holy Grail thing it's not going to get accomplished. We're not even going to come close, and it's been a little upsetting like that. But that's only when I'm having tech issues to sort out. If you do any video editing, you don't have to hear it from me. You just know you're dealing with stuff that's going wrong. So if you're trying to troubleshoot, I'm switching systems, I'm trying new things. I don't know how to do all this. This is my first time, and we'll see. I'm learning. I'm gonna have a different setup in next season's videos. We're gonna do a different project, and maybe I'll try to get 500 high runes, teach you guys how to get rich, a season like that. So but yeah, I can see myself watching myself play right now, so might have to figure this out in the editing. But I just wanted to give you guys the gameplay, show you what I'm thinking about as I'm progressing this account. I feel like a lot of people think this game is easy, and then they play it and then just get kind of stuck. And especially on hardcore, the player count diminishes quite quickly. If you're playing when it's convenient for you but it's off hours, you might not just be able to join a public map game and do what you had hoped to do when you logged in. There's nothing going on. So here are the things you can do when even playing multiplayer feels like a solo self-found time frame, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm having fun, I'm liking it, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of late nights editing, I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully we're gonna get to a point where we're just kind of showing exactly what just happened. And I do, again, just appreciate you for being here still. You're 43 minutes into an episode. Watch me just play and talk. So I do appreciate you being here. And yeah, it's been fun. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for you. And hopefully we get it done. I think we're going to do it. I am lucky. I feel like I am lucky. So when we finally need materials to drop, maybe Geet will sell it to us, and we'll really get it all accomplished. So, but this longer format video is really helping me right now, because the SlamFest is so important to do that I needed to catch up. And I want to play tonight, I want to play tomorrow, and I can't do that unless I don't play, because if I don't play, I don't generate new videos. If I don't generate new videos, I don't have to edit those new videos and then post them, and then give the channel a day to catch up because I've posted. You see what I mean? I'm not trying to complain here. I guess I am. So hopefully you hear my frustration. Know that I'm putting in a lot of work to get this to come to fruition, and I do appreciate you for being here. I know I'm probably talking to 1 or 2 people at this point that is getting all the way into this video. So yeah, I appreciate your support. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. we're just gonna get lucky and we're gonna get it done. So we're closing this video up here. I actually think there's a couple more videos I need to pull into this. But we're finding a ton of stuff. I didn't really talk too much about the loot behind me. I'm gonna go back in editing and add the ones that are additions to the Grail. You'll see those highlighted. I'm going to stick with the same convention until I correct it. So you'll see the number will go up, but the same number we're using, which is incorrect, is not going to change on this video. Just trying not to confuse people, but we're going to go over that in the beginning of the SlamFest video and then just start slamming. Can't wait. Hope you do see this. Enjoy me tomorrow noon in YoutubeSlamFest. Find me, come hang out, come make it on the YouTube video. Give me something to slam for you and we'll make it happen. So okay, thanks for joining me and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one.